How's it going, boys? I wanted to just fucking make this just to check in, just to chat. You know, I do this occasionally. I'll make a video like this where I don't edit anything and I just play a game or whatever, and I just speak my mind. And usually it's about just self-wallowing. You know, there's a couple videos like this. Usually I take them down because I feel self-conscious about it, but this time I want to keep it up because I'm feeling all right, boys. Things are going okay, and you know what? I'm gonna hook you in with this line. Maybe they shouldn't be. You know, to quote Kendrick Lamar in the Heart Part 5, as I get older, I realize life is all about perspective. And that it is, Mr. Duckworth, and let me tell you why, boys. It's been a crazy summer. You know, it's been a crazy summer. I haven't uploaded a whole lot. I've been doing things. I've been getting into new hobbies. I've been learning the drums. It's great. I went to Japan. One of the places on my bucket list, I went to Japan. I wanted to make a video about it, but things happened, and you know what? I'm not upset about it because I did that thing. And, let's get into the meat and potatoes of the video, boys. You know, I feel like... Listen, I'm just gonna call a spade a spade. I've been rejected by 11 women in this summer alone. Yeah. 11. At some point, you gotta blame yourself, and that's exactly what I did for a while. But now I'm like, you know what? What good does that do? When I'm blaming the guy that I could just improve. You know? And I'm doing that. I'm improving that guy. I'm gonna start going to the gym more. I'm gonna start fucking just looking after myself. I'm not gonna fucking wallow anymore. I'm gonna find things that I'm passionate about. I'm gonna keep doing things I like doing. I have a really big video coming down the pipe. I'm so excited for it to be done. I'm learning the drums. I'm going to the gym. I'm gonna write another book. Things are great. And getting rejected by 11 women is crazy. That's insane. And every time the same thing occurs. You know, whether it be a dating app or someone I know personally, they say, oh, I'm just not looking for something right now. I'm just not really interested in anything at the moment. Just need time for myself. Or the big one is always, I'm still getting over my last relationship. And you know, what can you do as a gentleman other than be like, okay, understood. But then they go ahead and date someone a few weeks later. It's fine. Every single one of them has done that. And that hurts your pride for after a while, to the point where you're like, you know what, I shouldn't rely on my pride being in someone else's hands. That seems a bit ridiculous. And whether I'm inhaling copium or not, I don't care. I'm inhaling hopium, boys. I'm feeling good, you know. I'm eating better. I feel like I'm funnier in a weird way. Sipping my creatine. But I'm feeling just fucking fine and dandy. And let me tell you, you know what? I told you I got rejected by 11 women. Let's tell you some stories about them, huh? Because I'm over them at this point. You know, shit happens. I can tell the story in a jestful manner without being so fucking melancholy about it, which is something I haven't always been good at. But, let's start with the big one. The big one. The big one in the sense of, like, I really liked this girl, boys. I really did. I was head over heels with this girl. I knew her for a couple years. I feel like there comes a point in every man's life, every person's life, where they feel like that's their one. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know how to describe it without sounding so fucking cringe or scary or anything, but it's like, sometimes you just feel like there's a person made for you. In the sense that, like, there's congruency between you. You have the same interests. It was this girl for a while. And I felt this way about her for so long, but she was seeing a fella. You know, she was seeing a guy. What can you do? Nothing you can do about it. But, after a little while, I learned that she wasn't seeing this guy anymore. And I said, okay, maybe now's the time. You know, because we always got along. I messaged her, asked her if she wanted to go out for coffee. I was gonna say ecstatic. She wasn't ecstatic. But, you know, she was on board. She seemed excited about it. She set aside some time, and we did that. And, you know, I think I phrased it as, like, I think you're cool, we got some things in common. Why don't we just, like, talk closer? I don't know. I don't remember what I said exactly. It was something along those lines. And then Everything's going great. And then I kind of, you know, communicate my intention. I was like, I didn't know you weren't seeing anyone until recently. And I was wondering, you know, if you're looking. And guess what, boys? She moved across the country. She moved across the country. She was like, oh, fuck, man. Maybe under different circumstances, sure. I was this close. I was this close to the one, boys. Just head over heels for this chick. and now she's well over 6 hours away by flight. I actually don't know if that's true or not. But fuck. Took my lumps with that one. And then there was another girl before her that I met on a dating app, which if you're a young gentleman listening to me right now, as you should be, I want to be lawful good Andrew Tate. Horrible thing to say. But don't use dating apps, boys. Don't do it. I'm at the point in my life now that, like, I have no prospects of meeting a woman. Like, it naturally, I mean, not saying forever, but, like, there's no one lined up. You know, because I feel like, you know, you have a couple people lined up from apps or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, okay, maybe I can hit up this girl. I have none of that anymore. Wells run dry. For the better, I think, because I'm learning a lot about myself in that case. But, yes, there was this girl. We met on a dating app. First ever dating app that I actually went on a date with a person. Things were fucking hunky goddamn dory, gentlemen. We had a great time together. We went axe throwing. Things felt real. It really did. It felt real. The realest thing I felt. Here's the red flag. The crimson flag I should have known. She said, I just got out of 5.5-year long relationship. It's on mutual terms, and we're still in the same friend group, and we hang out frequently. For some reason I was like, oh, that's fine. I'll look past it. Horrible idea. Just the worst idea. So things are going great. You know, besides, you know, that in the back of my mind, but it's fine. You know, I'm trying to remember things as I'm playing this fucking really fun game. This game is called Haste, by the way, if you're wondering what this is. Very fun game. We have some great dates together, and then on our third date, she's like, you know what, I'm just not ready. I'm just not ready to be with anyone right now. I need time to be single. Which I'll never, ever understand. I'll never understand what it's like getting out of a 5.5-year long relationship. She could be lying through her teeth. She might not be. You know, what can you do as a gentleman except hold your head up high and be like, okay, we'll take things slow, if at all. And then we don't talk for a while. A few weeks later, she hits me back up. We pick right back off where we started. Except we have this tinge in the back of our minds being like, okay, well, she wasn't ready before. Where does that leave us now? But things are fucking great. I meet her friends. I meet her ex-boyfriend. He seems like an alright guy. You know, the primal instinct of, like, this is my competition, but also it's like, whatever. He seems like a fine person. We kiss, boys. That's great. Crazy stuff. And then, a day after, same shit. Bye. I tried to be ready, but I'm not. And I'm like, okay. So, that sucked. And yeah, I was down for a while. And then the one who's across the country happened like a few weeks after that. I was taking blow after blow. And not in a good way. But it got to a point where I was like, what's the point? What is the point of draining myself emotionally for another person when I could just improve the guy that I am now and just hope someone appreciates that sometime down the road? I'm 23, boys. I'm not even halfway to 50 yet. You know? I can learn the drums. I can go to the gym. I can make my body look good. I can go to Japan. I can do these things while I have my youth. I shouldn't be worrying about what other people, especially females, I shouldn't be worrying what they think about me. Because the dating sphere is fucked. And that sounds so, like, incel-y of me to say, but it's like, it's bad. Like on both ends, men and women. Nobody knows what they're doing anymore. The internet has ruined it. And I'm past the point where I can care. It'll happen when it happens. You know? And then the other, what was that, 11, 10, 9, the 9 other ones were, didn't even meet them. You know, just met them on an app and then nothing came of it. But I'm counting them because I was like, well, fuck, that could have been nice. Like, for example, there's this one chick who, verbatim, exact same story, oh, I'm not over my last relationship, let's be friends. And I'm like, okay, I don't know why you're on dating apps to make friends, but alright. And that was great for a while, and then it was like, well, we're just mutuals on Instagram now. And then the other day I found out that she's dating another guy, and I'm like, well, it's okay, so was it a fucking lie? But it's whatever. And I sound more bitter than I am, truly. But this is the other day that I found out she was dating another guy, and I was like, well, what the fuck am I doing then? And like the rest of them, the other 8 at this point, is just much more of the same. And I just don't care. I just died in the game. I just can't care. So I'm making my body look good. I'm feeling good. I'm eating better. I'm eating oats. I'm eating high protein meals. I'm sipping on creatine. I'm feeling good. The summer's almost over. I got a book to write. I got drums to learn. I got wrestling to watch. I got dreams to chase. You know? And I'm doing pretty damn good. I got weed to smoke, brother. But, that's essentially the long and the short of it. I thought I would have the boss beaten by now, and we would have had a nice bow to wrap on this, but I'm almost tempted to just end the video here. A little bittersweet. You don't get to see this finale of it. Kind of like how I am right now. A little bittersweet. You know, I'm a little upset that I haven't found anyone, but at the same time, alright, I'm lying to you. We'll beat the boss, and we'll end the video. How does that sound? I know you want to see me beat the boss, so let's actually do that. I'm not editing the video, though. That'd be too much to ask for me. I got a big... Oh, I can talk about the new video I'm making. I'm so excited about it. I'm making... Okay, little inside scoop. It's a video about the lore of all the Doom games. Yeah, from the ones from the 90s, Doom Eternal, Dark Ages, all of them. And it's the same idea with, like, the Five Nights at Freddy's video, where that's my most viewed video, and I'm like, I like editing. I like making videos like that. I like reading scripts. I like being funny. I like doing YouTube. As a hobby, of course. It's not my fucking bread and butter. But it's fun, and I'm having fun editing this video, and it's like 3/4 of the way done. And I'm so stoked for it to be done and finished, and I can just... It's great. I'm so happy with it so far. I'm having such a good time editing it, and I just can't wait to show people it. Because I think it's great. It's like half-hour long. It's the same idea where it's like... Same idea as the Five Nights at Freddy's video, except like all the characters, like I drew them. Like the Con Maker, the Doom guy, like the Seraphim. I drew them in Photoshop very sketchily, and I think it's really charming. And you're just gonna have to wait and see. It'll probably be maybe I want to say like 2 weeks after you see this. It might be out. But yeah, I'm excited for that. I forgot how much I like tucking into a video and editing it. I'm just so tired of making these dumb little fucking 8-minute long Let's Plays. I want to make like IRL videos. I want to make more stuff. It's just fun, man. And I'm in such a great spirits that like I just want to have fun. Cause what should life be if not fun? Life is all about perspective, like I said at the beginning of the video. And my perspective currently is like, you know what? I'm living within my means and I'm not dying or depressed. I'm doing just fine. I can afford to live the way I do. What more could I ask for? I got a mom who loves me and a job that pays me. And you know what? I'm not beating the boss. And I'm ending the video on a bittersweet note, just like all 11 of those women did to me.